Masquera say Zimbabwe, welcome to our channel, Zim Confessions and Deep Secrets. Kana kari kikutanka kukuya panino channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Kana uchunga gara subscriber, don't forget to comment and share this video. Nasi Zimbabwe, takuigirai nyaya yabuditswa na ZANU-PF spokesperson pamwechete vari a political advisor wa President MyaMnangagwa Christopher Mutsvangwa vabuda vachitaura pamusoro pe-extension ye-third term ya-President Emmerson Mnangagwa. Vabuda vachitaura vachiti President Mnangagwa vanofana kutenderwa kuti vakontinue kushanda mu-government without kudistractwa nenyaya yema-succession rumors. Vabuda vachitaura on this issue vachi-emphasize the importance of stability and continuity in leadership muZimbabwe. Vachitaura ivo vachiti my discussions on succession, they are misplaced and anodzora kumashure productivity. Vabuda President Mnangagwa vanodeserve continue mabasa vari kuita mu-government without being side-tracked muZimbabwe. VaMutsvangwa vakabuditsa ma-remarks aya nekuda kwema-speculations ari kubuda about the potential successor wa President Emmerson Mnangagwa. Since hapana kumira mushe pana vasi kuziya kwatiri kuenda panyaya ye-succession ya President Emmerson Mnangagwa. Ndafunga vakabuda vachitaura ivo vachiri is going to retire after vapedza kuseva his final and second term muna 2028. So the Zimbabwe Mail yabuditsa nyaya iyi vachitaura ivo vachiti President Emmerson Mnangagwa should be allowed to continue his effective governance without being distracted by succession rumors, says Christopher Mutsvangwa, a prominent ZANU-PF politician and advisor. And speaking on the issue, Mutsvangwa emphasized the importance of stability and continuity in leadership, urging that speculative discussions and succession are misplaced and counterproductive. And President Mnangagwa deserves to continue his good work at the helm of the government without being sidetracked, Mutsvangwa stated, underscoring the achievements and progress made under Mnangagwa's administration. So Mnangagwa's remarks come amid persistent rumors and speculation about potential successors to Mnangagwa, despite his administration's efforts to steer the country towards economic recovery and growth. He called on the public and political figures to focus on supporting the president's current initiatives rather than engaging in distracting T2 title. Succession debates are premature and divert attention from the critical work that needs to be done, Mutsvangwa added, urging unity and support for Mnangagwa's leadership to ensure ongoing development and stability in Zimbabwe. President Mnangagwa, who took office in November 2017, has been working on various reforms and policies aimed at revitalizing the country's economy and improving the standard of living for its citizens. Mutsvangwa's call for unwavering support reflects a desire to maintain momentum and avoid unnecessary political distractions. ZANU-PF is once again embroiled in controversy as President Emmerson Mnangagwa's supporters vigorously push for extending his presidency beyond 2030. Mnangagwa's current term is set to end in 2028 after he came to power in a 2017 coup against Robert Mugabe. However, legal experts point out that at 81 years old, Mnangagwa cannot benefit from any constitutional amendments to remove presidential term limits. Reports indicate that Mnangagwa's loyalists are planning to disrupt or delay elections to extend his rule, a tactic reminiscent of previous strategies used by his administration. Political analysts note the similarities between Mnangagwa's unclear stance on succession and that of Mugabe, whose reluctance to name a successor led to internal conflict and his eventual ousting in 2017. During her time as First Lady, Grace Mugabe suggested that Mugabe could rule from his grave, highlighting the lengths some within ZANU-PF were willing to go to maintain power. Her calls for Mugabe to name a successor underscored the deep division within the party over leadership. Mugabe himself refused to appoint a successor, claiming that none of his subordinates had the political clout to unite the party and fend off opposition. His ousting by the military in 2017 demonstrated the consequences of unresolved succession issues within ZANU-PF. Despite Mnangagwa's promise to retire at the end of his term, his handling of succession continues to spark speculation and internal joking, echoing the uncertainty of Mugabe's later years. Vice President Constantino Chiwenga is seen as a potential successor, but factions loyal to Mnangagwa are reportedly working to undermine his ambitions. Mnangagwa's supporters rallied behind his slogan 2030 Mnangagwa NaMutsvangwa, intensifying internal conflicts over the party's future leadership. The escalating internal strife within ZANU-PF threatens the party's unity and nation's stability. ZANU-PF political commissar Munyaradzi Machacha has stressed that succession discussions are premature, reaffirming Mnangagwa's intention to retire in 2028. However, despite Mnangagwa's public disavowal of plans to extend his presidency, his supporters continue to promote the 2030 slogan at official events, indicating ongoing factional struggles. Critics urge that Mnangagwa is using authoritarian tactics similar to Mugabe's to consolidate power, leveraging party structures and state machinery. The military's reported opposition to Mnangagwa's ambition highlights internal division over the party's leadership direction. Political analysts question ZANU-PF's ability to achieve a smooth and democratic transition of power, citing entrenched factionalism and opaque political practices. Eldred Masungure observes that aspiring leaders within ZANU-PF are reluctant to openly declare their intentions, suggesting a secretive approach to succession planning. He doubts Mnangagwa's commitment to fostering democratic processes within the party, predicting that Mnangagwa will likely endorse a preferred successor and mobilize party support accordingly. Professor Stephen Chan expresses concern that ZANU-PF succession battles may hinder opportunity for younger generation to ascend to leadership role within the party. He critiques the party's historical separation of opposition and internal dissent, suggesting that power dynamics favoring the war veterans will continue. ZANU-PF faces significant challenges navigating the complexities of leadership succession, with implications for the party's internal cohesion and Zimbabwe's political stability and democratic future. Those abulitswa ndi Zimbabwe in May saranzinza kunzwisisika kuti chii chiri kuitika mu ZANU-PF since Mnangagwa is not being open about munhu achamusucceda since he's doing it the way yakaitwa naMugabe, zvakakonzeresa kuti vangu vachiextenda materms ake muri Zimbabwe. Nyaya yabuditswa naMutsvangwa kuratidza uncertainty mu ZANU-PF. Mutsvangwa wabuda zvichireva chete vaMnangagwa vari kufanira kudisturbwa matongero avo muri Zimbabwe. Tingazoti munoona sei nyaya yetudzo yezvamuri kufunga pamusoro penyaya iyi mucomment section.